John Peel.
I'm sure there is going to be more than one unpleasant surprise before we're done.
Radio 1.
I've noticed that Lamo always ends with a rocking tune, and we're going to start with one. That's Lorimer from Leeds again, another track from their demo CD. That's called Beauty Queen. Tonight's session, by the way, comes from X-Girl from Japan, and this is Stereo Deluxe. I've got a nasty feeling that I've made the stylus too light on this, so it may jump about, but we'll try and see what happens, eh? All part of the great fun. It's a 12-inch on Bungalow Records from Stereo Deluxe. And it's called, not surprisingly, Soul Sauce. But you kind of knew that already, I think. This is James Wright.
We're moving up country, the lady seems crazy and soaks up the looks from the boys at the bar. This once with a non-believer she roared. Was she ever in tune with a patience like yours? But enough of this fool, let's come off down off your stool. I just laugh at the tales that I hear about you. I let things go for a sentimental heart. Would be skipping a beat if I believed, but I have. The look is getting involved. The look is getting involved. The look is getting involved. Careful, girl, you'll give it all away. Careful, girl, you'll give it all away. And the wind and the rain and the wisdom arrive. Like foolish old friends, we forgive them the slide. They offer excuses to offer you warmth. Who knows if this could be the start of it all? Because we're just moving up country, roaring the gospel, cleaning the sugar is not too far away. There's Jesus in the morning and there's color in your cheeks. I've never been prouder than how you look today. The look is getting involved. The look is getting involved. The look is getting involved. Careful, girl, you'll give it all away. Careful, girl, you'll give it all away. Careful, girl, you'll give it all away. Careful, girl, you'll give it all away.
James Wright, 7-inch single on Bad Jazz Records from Bury St Edmunds. Moving up country, Roaring the Gospel, possibly single title of the year, if nothing else. And the first coming up now from X-Girl, of whom Lynn has written. When X-Girl formed in late 1997, none of the band members had any previous musical experience. Despite this, they began to play out regularly and soon released their debut LP, sorry, well, it is the poo, actually. It says Hepoko Poo, hence my previous slip of the tongue. It's produced by Hoppy Kamiyama, who is touted as the Japanese Beck, and it was released on a Japanese indie label, and I haven't got a copy of it, and I bet you haven't either. On stage, X-Girl incorporate performance art aesthetics with wild costumes. They think nothing to donning enormous rubber wings, frog head masks, and flower-powered dresses. They're now on their third album, Big One Far, Small One Close, which was also produced by Hoppy Kamiyama. It's an a cappella work, and it'll be available in the UK in a few weeks' time through Prime Distribution. The only UK release so far is the album Revenge of Kero Kero on Guided Missile. A different version of the X-Girls Peel Session track, Gween Kong Z, will appear on a double 7-inch on Plastic Cowboy. This is their debut Peel Session. Exhausting and not very well read, I'm afraid. But there you go. Here's the first tune. That seems to be called Hi and Kyo, and it's by X-Girl. They're in session tonight. Let me remind you that it's Japan night tomorrow night, actually, as well, on the programme. My birthday, of course, not to be overlooked. Melt Banana, that's a repeat of the stuff that they recorded for us at the Maida Vale Studios in September, all 30 minutes or so of that. And if you missed it the first time around, I really suggest you don't miss it the second time. This is, well, it's Mikey General, I'm sure, although it's described here as Mickey General.
That's how when the Rasta man chant. Without it we coulda never advance where we want. Love how when the Rasta man chant. Why don't they give it a chance? Love how where we want. That me hear the Rasta man chant. Without it we coulda never advance where we want. Love how where the Rasta man chant. Why don't they give it a chance? Yeah. Murder, friend I kill friend down the lane now. How could they let that happen again now? Are they still fools being caught by divide and rule? Don't they know that Rastafari is the only way now? Love our way we want.
Mikey General, and that's called Love Chant. There's a bit of involuntary mixing there, which you may well have spotted, actually, when I inadvertently, this is the first time this has ever happened, I kind of leant in a casual, relaxed sort of way, because that's the kind of guy I am, and actually leant inadvertently on the thing that started the other turntable. So you've got a little bit of the Redeemer, which is Scud and Panacea, working together and enormously well on Position Chrome Records, and this is my double 12-inch set. It's called Pitbull. You've already heard this, or the first part of it, anyway. Oh dear. John.Peel at bbc.co.uk. This is pretty neat, I'd say, and the other 3 tracks on the EP are every bit as good. The Redeemer, which is Scud and Panacea. Panacea, we know, obviously, but Scud, I have to admit, his previous work, or her previous work, I don't know which it is, by and large unfamiliar to me, but that's on Position Chrome Records, and it's called, what's it called? It's called Pitbull. This is Damien Jurado. Heard him on Lamo.
Tells me that you're on my side, feeding me words that one day will kill my pride. You're too much for me, that's what you said. You're too much for me, that's what you said. So much better. You could be so much better.
Hasn't really finished, although you'd be forgiven for thinking it had. Another one on Sub Pop Records from an LP called Ghost of David, Damien Jurado, and, or should it be pronounced Jurado? That's part of it, by the way. And it's called Great Today. And the first email of the night comes from Sam Kellett, I guess that is, and she says, you played a record called Let the Dogs Out. I've forgotten who it was by. I would like to buy it because I work in a dog kennels and the lyrics were very apt, and I think that the people at work should hear it. That was by the Baha Men, Sam, Bahamen, 2 words, and it's a 12-inch, and it's on, well, I said Adele record. No, I said Edel Records, and Anita, the producer, corrected me rather sharply and said Adele Records. So there you go, it's on Adele Records, Edel, Adele Records, Adele. Adele. This is The Wisdom of Harry.
my life, my brain, off a cake and no mistake. Underground, I'm shooting. Will they shoot, then shoot again? Tell me how and tell me when. I'm crying now. Ooh, someone tell me what to do. Won't you give me back my Caesar blues? Give me back my Caesar blues. Give me back my Caesar blues. Give me back my Caesar blues. Petrol snack, diesel shower, brain food lunch hour, main road money myths. Never been as brave as this. Strapped in, back down, start the count, I'm ready now. On the money, see the crowd, it's looking good, I'm flying now. G-force on my face. The high street, it's an ancient place. In my bubble to make it be everything I dare to be. The wolf is well outside my door. The knives are in the kitchen drawer. I don't need them anymore. Never needed them before. Won't you give me back my Caesar blues? Yeah. Give me back my Caesar blues. Give me back my Caesar blues. Give me back my Caesar blues. 'Cause I got plans. 'Cause I got plans. 'Cause I got plans for swimming pool. Give me back my Caesar blues, yeah. Give me back my Caesar blues. Give me back my Caesar blues. Give me back my Caesar blues. Give me back. Give me back. Give me back. Give me back.
Whatever they may be. Caesar Boots, that's Peter Astor, The Wisdom of Harry on Matador Records from the LP House of Binary. And I've got some records to give away, actually, because there's I've got more 12-inch singles and things that are piled up in our shed, and they're waiting for another exciting competition, so we might as well try and launch it tonight. I think what we'll do this time is, I can't remember how many there were in each of those boxes. Sorry to drag you away from the TV for a moment. Were there 250 records in each of those boxes, do you remember, or was it 300? About 250, I think. You have no idea. You don't even know what I'm talking about.
I think we put 106 boxes.
No. It's about 250 in each box. So I've got about 10 boxes. So I think this time, rather than give them all to one person, because I'm willing to bet the bloke who won the last lot still hasn't heard them all, we should have 10 winners. Do you think? Okay, and all we need to do is come up with a good question, and then we'll have the competition. That'll be pretty. We thought of one question, but I'm not sure that it's quite the right one, so we'll work on something else. My goodness me. Do you remember, was it last week or the week before, when I'd had an email from somebody originally from Trinidad recommending the work of Michelle Montano and Ecstatic? I bought an LP called Any Minute Now, and I hadn't had time last week to listen to all of it, but I have. I listened to the rest of it over the weekend. Here's a track called Size. Quite perky stuff, this, you'll find.
Boy, yo, yeah, yeah, yo, yeah, yeah. And we go burn them down tonight. Soca music. Hey. Boy, yo, yeah, yeah, yo, yeah, yeah. And fire burn them down tonight. Soca music. Hey, we tell them that's about the size. You've got to be wise. down tonight.
Very nice too. There's another excellent track on there called Lowriders, which, if I remember, I'll play you in tomorrow night's birthday programme. Just keep mentioning that. That's Michelle Montana and Ecstatic on VP Records from the LP Any Minute Now. And it's now time for another tune from our session guest tonight, X-Girl from Japan. This is called Waving Scientist at Frog King.
Go back home for King Frog, since he's got his strangest place. He'd another way to fix that space went to his planet Frog. Scientists thought for King Frog, get 5 things and mix those up. He'll be fuel for the plane to get back sweet home planet Frog.
There you go, that's the second tune from X-Girl in session, their first for us. That's called Waving Scientist at Frog King. Don't ask me. Here's an email from James Bryden saying it'd be nice to get a mention instead of my mate Paul Ackroyd on the show next week. Next week being this week, I assume. Well, actually, no, it would be next week, wouldn't it? But anyway, you're going to have to make do with it this week, James. Please play anything by Hefner or Mogwai. Failing that, anything you think best. And say hello to Will and, of course, to Paul. So hello to all of those folk. This is Saloon on Beeros Records, 7-inch single. It's called Electron. 7-inch single on Beeros Records, as I say, from Saloon. That's called Electron. And here's one from Elaine and Ken Stevenson. It says, can you say hello to Chris for us? He's the boy who left for Poland last Saturday. We're recording his show as instructed. Please tell him his mum and dad are missing him very much, and we're hoping he's settling in over there with his new Polish family. And good luck for Monday when he starts teaching English with a Scouse accent in a school in Warsaw. Thanks, John, Elaine, and thanks, John, Elaine and Ken Stevenson. So I suppose it is perfectly possible that Chris has devised some way of listening to the programme in Poland, but he wouldn't be able to let us know, would he? But anyway, well, he might be able to, but this is Recoil, and with the Golden Gate Quartet. I don't suppose the Golden Gate Quartet knew much about it, but this is something done by Alan Wilder, who used to be in Depeche Mode, and it's called Jezebel.
Well, stop, great God, stop still and listen to the story about Jezebel. Her sin was so wicked, Jehovah got angry. Her soul went leaping and jumping into hell. Way back yonder in the olden days, John told Jezebel about her ways. Said evil deeds had ruined the land, and repent for the kingdom of God was at hand. She got mad at John cause he told about the gospel. Told the servants to boil him in oil, but they tell me God looked from the windows of heaven. Both one word and the oil wouldn't boil. He raised his hands, creation trembled. Stamped his feet and time stood still. Raised his voice, looked down and thundered, John, go do my will. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church, better stand by. Then they tell me John moved through the power of the gospel. Told Jezebel the time was nigh on the book of life. Her days were ended, her time run out, and she had to die. Then they tell me God walked, his footsteps thundered. He moved his head, his eyes flashed by. Clapped his hands and death come with jumping. Jehovah was angry, somebody had to die. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church, better stand by. You got to go to church. You got to go to church, you gotta stand by. You got to go to church, you gotta stand by. You got to go to church, you gotta stand by. You got to go to church, you gotta stand by. You got to go to church, you gotta stand trial. You got to go to church and then stand a trial.
That's the shorter version of that. I'll play the longer one tomorrow night or on Thursday night. Recoil on Mute Records from the EP Jezebel, the title track with the Golden Gate Quartet. And it probably reminded you of something. It certainly reminded me of something, but it reminded me of something that you may not know, which was a record which was huge when I was, just about that tall. And, well, it wasn't that big, actually, but it was by Frankie Lane, who was like the top man, really, at the time. And he made a version of a song called Rain, Rain, Rain with the Four Lads. And incidentally, the Four Lads were discovered by a member of the Golden Gate Quartet, which I didn't know until today when I was reading the sleeve notes on this 10-inch LP. Maybe a little scratchy because it has been played a lot over the years, but you'll see what I mean, I think.
Rain, rain, rain.
Oh, come on, Frankie, don't mess me about.
Rain, 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 rain. Well, didn't it rain, children? God's going to send the waters from Zion. He's going to raise his heaven up higher. It's going to rain. Well, stop. Great God, stop still and listen. My God walked down by the briny sea, beheld the evil of the sinful man, declared that he would destroy the land. He spoke to Noah. Noah stopped. He said, Noah, I want you to build an ark, and I want you to build it big and strong. Build it 300 cubical long, 30 high and 50 wide, cause it's got to stand that rain and tide. Well, rain, children, God's going to send the waters from Zion. He's going to raise his heaven up higher. It's going to rain. It's gonna rain. Well, after God told him what to do, Noah began to cut and hew. The ringing of the saw cried judgment. The ringing of the hammer cried, sinner, repent. 100 years he hammered and sawed, building the ark by the grace of God. And after the foundation was laid, he hewed the timber and the ark was made. Lord, let it rain. Behold, the ark is made. Well, he combed that horse 2 by 2, the ox, the camel, and the kangaroo. Well, he combed Jephthah and Shem, and God began to flood the land. He raised his hands to heaven on high. He knocked the sun, the moon from the sky, shook the mountains around the sea, and he hitched his wings to the chariot wheel, stepped on the land, stood on the shore, and declared that time would be no more. Rain, 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 rain. Oh, Noah, Lord, didn't it rain, 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 My Lord, did the wind did blow and the ark did rock. Noah couldn't find nowhere to dock. My God spoke and he whispered low, showed Noah where he wanted him to go. He said, look ahead, Noah, the rain's done stopped, and I want you to land on the mountain top. He showed Noah a rainbow sign.
It won't be rain but fire next time.
Rain, 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 rain. Oh, Noah, Lord, didn't it rain, 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 rain. Oh, Noah, Noah, didn't it rain?
52 or 53 at a guess. Didn't sound much like the previous record, actually, did it, on reflection? But there you go. What's done is done. Rain, 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 Frankie Lane and the Four Lads. And I used to think that was wonderful when it first came out. This is Reynolds. These are Reynolds, whatever is correct, on Gringo Records from a forthcoming LP, Field Recordings, Humble Pie. It's another one that takes a while to get going. There it is. And from here on out, it's mainly sort of fidgeting, really. Reynolds on Gringo Records and the forthcoming LP Field Recordings. Forthcoming pretty darn soon, I think, second week in September. Humble Pie is the title of this. And we thought of a question, actually. We want 10 winners, and they're each going to get a box of approximately 250. Don't take us to court if it's not exactly 250. 12-inch singles, mainly from the past 6-9 months, but a few classics, I'm sure, or very old ones, which have been lying around in a corner of the house for months, if not years. And the question is this. Because obviously we want to make it a kind of dance music related question, not too easy because you're getting a load of free records if you win. And we're going to take, what we're going to do is you can either email or write to us, and the email address, as you must know by now, is john.peel@bbc.co.uk, or if you're going to write, it's John Peel, BBC Radio 1, coach me.
BBC Radio 1,
London W1.
6AJ.
6AJ, that's a new one. I've never heard that before. Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure.
Because it used to be W1N 4DJ and W1A 1AA. That was another one. I think if you just, frankly, any of these things would get to us, though, wouldn't they? If you put John Peel, BBC Radio 1, London W1AA. No, what is it? 1A. We'll find out, listeners, and give you the right one, because we're going to allow a week or so to elapse for these entries to come in, and we just pick a bunch out of the hat, really, rather than just giving it to the first people that call. Now, the question is this, and it's pretty simple, really. Well, it's fairly simple. Klute, you know Klute, and his record's been played on this programme, and he's done sessions and stuff, and we'll hopefully do others one of these days. But he was once in a punk rock band who also did sessions for this programme. What was the name of that punk band? That's all you have to. What was the name of the punk band that Klute was originally in? And john.peel@bbc.co.uk or John Peel, BBC Radio 1, at an address that we're not entirely agreed on yet. But we'll find out what it really should be during this next record. Is that right?
Hey Lord, keep it coming now. Man got to work hard to gain, yeah. Keep it coming now. Got to work hard to gain. Work for your honest bread. And I know anyway the money there, the rest of man I go far. Cause if the money large as I don't man go marry, rest of man rather so far. We love. Life is a thing, you know, if you play with it. Saddam got the money, make him stay with it. Enough man run, go get late feet. Then the thing, the rest of man don't need feet. Me pray for God and I go work for it. Buy a new pants and a shirt with it. Buy me woman all a blouse and a skirt with it. Now go take me money and go flirt with it. Oh, when I transfiguration, love. Hard work and livication, that will be your solution. And remember, for every works you will get your compensation. Hey, but I know anyway the money there, the rest of man I go far. Cause if the money large as I don't man go marry, rest of man rather so far. We know, cause life is a thing, you know, if you play with it. If Saddam got the money, make him stay with it. Enough man run, go get late feet. Them the thing, the rest of man don't need feet. Me pray for God and go work for it. Buy a new pants and a shirt with it. Buy me woman all a blouse and a skirt with it. Now go take me money and go flirt with it. Keep it coming. Open your eyes, love. Easy come and easy go. Harder they come, the harder they go. Some men just wanna sit around. One father, baby, and man. But Jah look out for them who look for themselves. You can't sit down and depend on someone else. Gotta make a while the search
Rasta man I go far, go far. Cause if the money like just Sodom and Gomorrah, Rasta man rather so far. We love. Cause life is a thing, you know, if you play with it. Sodom got the money, make him stay with it. Enough man run, go get late for it. Then the thing the Rasta man no need for it. We pray for
12-inch on Fused Records from Skeptic, spelled with a K. Luminous, not spelled with a K, obviously. That's rather silly, I wish I hadn't said it. Before that, it was Bushman on King Jammy's Records and Nago Fall. We finally settled on an address for people who want to enter our exciting competition to win one of 10 boxes of 250 12-inch singles. John Peel, BBC Radio 1, London W1N 4DJ. We both think it's probably the wrong address, but it'll get here. We felt it's probably less wrong than some of the others that we were toying with. So we had one entrant from America already by email, and I'm not entirely sure that that entry can be considered valid because I'm not hiring a van and driving it to America, which is what I'm going to have to do with the other winners. So if the bloke who entered last time in the Isle of Lewis is thinking of entering again, I hope you don't know the answer because, it's a long drive. Anyway, but, if you win, then quite clearly we will bring you the records. I'll hire a white van and drive round and deliver them over a couple of weekends. That'd be a bit of an adventure, wouldn't it? A program outing. There you go. Where are we now? This is Murray Cezanne in Portland, Oregon, and another listener in Portland who says that Mr. Gerardo's last name, this is Damien Gerardo, is pronounced with a hard J. He's one of Countess Nick Drake, Elliott Smith acolytes that are as abundant as rain here in the Pacific Northwest. Interesting to hear that he's trying to expand his sonic palette from the spare voice and guitar sound that dominated his early work, says Murray. And then he says, I'm curious if you managed to get a copy of the Beefheart CD that Rhino Handmade recently released. If so, what do you think? Is it comparable to the live 1980 disc? The truth of the matter is, Murray, that I've paid for it and so forth over the internet, but the record has yet to arrive. But as soon as it does arrive, unless it's unutterable rubbish, which I don't suppose it will be, I shall start playing it on the radio. And thank you for your email. Where are we now? Oh yeah, this is Steve West, ex-Pavement and now of Marble Valley. He may be all of Marble Valley for all I know. From an LP called Sunset Sprinkler on Echostatic Records. This is Dooch Doggy Dog. Most entertaining track. I don't know what it's all about, probably just as well.
There's a dog in the house and his name is Dooch. Dooch Doggy Dog. There's a dog in the house and his name is Dooch. Dooch Doggy Dog. There's a dog in the house and his name is Dooch. Dooch Doggy Dog. There's a dog in the house and his name is Dooch. Doggy dog. Don't drop your drink, right? Don't drop your drink. Don't drop your drink, right? Don't drop your drink. There's a dog in the house and his name is Dooch. Dooch Doggy Dog. There's a dog in the house and his name is Dooch. Dooch Doggy Dog. There's a dog in the house and his name is Dooch. Dooch Doggy Dog. There's a dog in the house and his name is Dooch. Don't drop your drink, right? Don't drop your drink. Don't drop your drink, right? Don't drop your drink. Living in love and every minute of it. We've got a bun in the oven and a toast on our lips. And there is a hung jury and we're staying up late all night.
Cut it.
Like that very much indeed. That's Marble Valley and Dooch Doggy Dog on the LP Sunset Sprinkler. We just got a new dog actually over the weekend. Nellie, she seems to be called. And a great pain in the ass she is as well, but I'm sure we will learn to love her. And what else was I going to say? Of course, just 41 minutes away from my birthday. But it's just going to be another working day for me. But I'll be working for you, and that's all that really matters. And also in another 40 minutes, of course, it's going to be Mary Ann Hobbs and her live account of what's been happening in the course of the evening at the Kerrang Music Awards. I had to give away one of the awards myself. I won't spoil things by saying what it was and who won it, but it was a rowdy do. And I was sitting at a table with Dave Hill out of Slade and Britt Eklund, who fell over and genuinely seems to have broken her ankle or broken her foot or something, but some butch bloke carried her up on stage to do her bit of awarding, which I thought was rather impressive. I'd been thinking about doing it myself, but thought how embarrassing would it be if I collapsed halfway up the steps and died underneath Britt Eklund. I mean, it's quite something obviously my family would never be able to recover from, in my view, and obviously quite clearly I wouldn't either. Where are we now? There's an email here from Lars in Denmark. Lars, actually, I think probably should be pronounced, and I apologise for not knowing he's at the University of Aalborg in Denmark, and he says he needs some inspiration in these late hours of the night while working on his final project. So a while ago you played a tune by a band called String Builder or something to that effect. I really enjoyed the sound of the music, so can you play it again? Well, I haven't got it with me, Lars, to be honest, but it was String Builder, we think, and it was on a 7-inch single on Grimsey record, or Grimsey, Grimsey, and it was called, what did you say it was called again, Neve? Lakeview. And, yeah, and very nice. It was very nice indeed. And it had got a great line in there too, which I've forgotten, something about clothing. But on Thursday night's programme, Lars, if you're still listening, we'll try and find it and play it in that, because... well, I think we should. Here's another one from X-Girl in session, and this is the one that's going to be a single, I think. Wugga, wugga, wugga. Gin Kong G by X-Girl in session. One more from them before the end of the programme. And that is the track that's coming out in some form of a single fairly soon. This is Model Ford, though, on Villarreal, I guess it is, records. Ice Cream Van Man. Ice Cream Van Man.
Ice cream fan man comes along our road once in a while. He never stays long. Plays his theme tune like he's about to slay all in his path. Slasher film song. Scamper before he has a chance to take our soul. But what if we're wrong? She wouldn't let me dance with Dirty Harry. She wouldn't let me dance with Dirty Harry. In the bedroom, he wears his wife's high heels with gainer on. I will survive. Found out about it, but we were all too young to put him down. We never let on. She
This is your Blake Baxter on Trésor Records from the LP Dream Sequence. It's called Ghost, and before that on Villarreal Records it's Model Ford and a 7-inch single called Ice Cream Van Man. And an email here from Rob Trevithick, I guess it is, saying a while back you promised to repeat last year's Orteca session, but failed to do so. I was stopped in the street the other day by somebody who said, hey, isn't it about time we had some more stuff from Orteca?
We repeated it, and we have got some new stuff coming.
So that's from the horse's mouth. Nothing personal, but from Anita's mouth. There is going to be a new session. Are they doing a new session?
Special.
Something special.
Mm.
Right, okay. So something special coming up from Orteca. Even I don't know what it is. It's that special. So Rob, stand by for that. It says if you can't rebroadcast the session, can you play something on the programme? This would make me a very happy boy. I'm afraid you'll have to be disappointed for tonight, Rob, but how often is that the case? Let's be honest. And here's one from Colin Clayton asking about a song which he remembers hearing on this programme, I Wish I Could Sprechen Sie Deutsch. That was by the German band FSK or FSK or Freiwillige Selbstkontrolle, if you want to go all the way with it. And again, I'll pass it over to, this is the sound of me passing that over to Anita so she can try and find it, or we can try and find it for Thursday night's programme when I'm reunited with my record collection. All of this immense efficiency, but there is a measure of inefficiency connected with this next track, because I've been carrying around for some time an email from somebody who wanted to hear Jackson Browne's Before the Deluge as part of our Jackson Browne Spectacular Revival Spectacular. And unfortunately, although I've been carrying it around all this time, I don't have it at the moment, and Anita is trying to rediscover it on the system here, but may not succeed in doing so. But sir, or if you're listening, this is the track for you. You also wanted to hear he played his ukulele as the ship went down, and I would like to hear that too, but I don't know who it's by and I haven't got it, but we will check with the BBC Record Library at the earliest opportunity. In the meantime, do you know, it really deserves better than that.
Some of them were dreamers, some of them were fools, who were making plans and thinking of the future. With the energy of the innocent, they were gathering the tools they would need to make their journey back to nature. While the sand slipped through the opening and their hands reached for the golden ring, with their hearts they turned to each other's hearts for refuge. In the troubled years that came before the deluge, some of them knew pleasure, some of them knew pain, and for some of them it was only the moment that mattered. And on the brave and crazy wings of youth, they went flying around in the rain, and their feathers, once so fine, torn and tattered. And in the end they traded their tired wings for the resignation that living brings, and exchanged love's bright and fragile glow for the glitter and the rouge. And in a moment they were swept before the deluge. Let the music keep our spirits high. Let the buildings keep our children dry. Let creation reveal its secrets at the way the earth was abused by the man who learned how to forge her beauty into power. And they struggled to protect her from them, only to be confused by the magnitude of her fury in the final hour. And when the sand was gone and the time arrived, in the naked dawn only a few survived. And in attempts to understand a thing so simple and so huge, believed that they were meant to live after the deluge. Let the music keep our spirits high. Let the buildings keep our children dry. Let creation reveal its secrets by and by. By and by. When the light that's lost within us reaches the sky.
Well, that'll do for me, I must say. One of my favourite Jackson Browne tunes, if not my absolute favourite. From the LP Late for the Sky, that was before the deluge. And Anita, amazingly, has rediscovered the email. It was from Stuart McGough, and he says, reference that. He said, it's a song that saved my life. But then he also asked, as I said earlier on, he played his ukulele as the ship went down. And he says, my Aunt Agnes, who lived in Anfield, used to play it for me when I was a kid. Her father was a steward on the Titanic and survived the tragedy. I always assumed it was about him. Now, I wonder whether your Aunt Agnes was called Mrs. Hayes, because I used to know a ukulele player in that part of Liverpool quite a long time ago, and I never heard her he played his ukulele as the ship went down, but she did a very good The Spaniard That Blighted My Life, and also Abdullah Bulbul Amir. If you wanted a man to encourage the van or harass the foe from the rear, the bravest by far in the ranks of the Tsar was Abdullah Bulbul Amir. That's as much of it as I know you'll be pleased to hear. My goodness me. I've completely lost the thread of all of this. But thank you very much for your email, Stuart. Sent me off on a strange journey, albeit a brief one. This is it's a white label that arrived over the weekend. I think it's by Kyan. There's very little information on it. Kyann, possibly. I don't know.
I have 7, correction 8. That's 8 redbirds, 2 degrees past apogee.
Wide label. It could very easily be called Controller, but then again it may not be, and it's possibly by Kyan. It says Kyann somewhere in the vinyl, I think, and if it's not by Kyan, perhaps that means something like, perhaps it's a code thing, advanced by, the Shadow of Night or something. I have no idea, but anyway, Kyan, possibly Controller, almost certainly. And the last tune from X-Girl coming up in just a moment after an email or two here. One from Kev, who's been to the Reading Festival. Nice to get home after a few days of pissing in bogs on wheels, eating undercooked, overpriced food, being burned by campfires. I'm not reading this well, am I? Campsite fires, tripping over tents in the early hours of the morning, and so on and so on. He says, can you play something by Clinic tonight? Because they rocked, and because I was supposed to interview them but couldn't find their tour manager. And he says, don't suppose you could give a quick shout out to his fanzine, which is www.tonedeath.com. And that's where the Clinic interview would have been if he'd managed to track them down, I suppose. www.tonedeath.com is Kev's fanzine, and we're trying to find it at the moment. And then here's one in very big writing indeed, and this is from Lucas, and it says, hello, John. First thing, happy birthday. Second, when you read my email during the Hefner gig, I started to cry because it was probably the happiest thing in my short life. But you call me Joseph, and that's my dad's name. I'm Lucas. I just use his PC. And he says, can you say hello to all of the Polish listeners to your programme, especially my lazy cousin Elvira. She's probably at home and prepares for her third year of studying English. I listen to the programme through the satellite, and I suppose all the Polish listeners do the same. So thanks very much, Lucas, and I'm sorry I got your name wrong last time. And this is the last, as I say, from the X-Girl. X-Girl, they've been in session tonight, and I'll work on the title as it plays. Well, it seems to be called Aji Fry, although they didn't say that at any stage of the proceedings, but then why should they? That's X-Girl, they've been in session tonight from Japan, and more Japanese music tomorrow from Melt Banana, the thing from last year that they did at Armada Vale Studios, live, half an hour of undiluted Melt Banana. And what else was I going to say to you? Oh yes, in case you were thinking of writing to tell me so, this is rather esoteric, but when I quoted a verse from Abdullah Bulbul Amir, I actually got it wrong, because the way he was by far in the ranks of the Tsar was his adversary, Ivan Skavinsky Skavar. So if you were just about to, or have already emailed me or written or done anything to tell me that, I already knew. But I will try and... actually, it'd be quite good to get the record of that as well. I can't remember who it was by. Oh dear. It just gets worse, doesn't it, really? This is the last record that I have for you tonight. It's on Prosthetic Records of somewhere in California, I think. Los Angeles, California. An LP called Bastard Complex by Spite. Thin and Getting Thinner. Coming up next is Mary Ann Hobbs from the Kerrang Awards. Tomorrow, let me tell you once again, it's Melt Banana from Armada Vale Studios. Then on... oh dear, right in my ear. Then on Thursday, Cat Power, the other covers. And at 12 midnight, it's Andrew Fletcher.
Vandals drive a doctor from her home.
Radio 1 Newsbeat.
A paediatrician has been forced to leave her home in South Wales by vandals who apparently confused her job title with the word paedophile. Dr Yvette Clutie fled to a secret address when she found pedo daubed on her front door. Pat Claydon lives nearby.
When I looked at the house, I was absolutely shocked at what was written on there and the state of it. It was absolutely awful for a doctor's house.